Well, welcome Libra, and thank you for being here today. This is your weekly love message on your twin flame journey for week commencing Monday the 24th of May through to Sunday the 30th of May 2021. I've already pulled your crowning message cards and your crowning wisdom message cards. Let's have a look, Libra, and see what they are telling us. For your first crowning message, we have action. Then we have devotion and we have fall. Do you know something? As soon as I picked that action card, I thought, oh, who's flying off to see somebody? And the way the cards have come out, and as I get into your crown and wisdom messages, it kind of really makes a lot of sense. I feel as though Libra, either yourself or your divine counterpart is taking the action to fly to wherever you are. So this is telling me, the Libras that I'm reading for, you are at a distance. You may need a plane or a boat to travel to one another. This person this week, I feel as if they may have said something to the other to say that they're taking action to fly to meet the other person, and it's going to be in the fall. So for me, in the UK, that is around September, October and November of 2021. And when that travel happens, I feel as though the divine masculine is going to offer absolute devotion. It feels as though this travel, the action that is happening, and it may be actually it could be either the divine masculine or the divine feminine that is going to travel. But what is really interesting, it's like the divine masculine is lighting the way, okay, paving the way for the divine feminine and themselves to come into union. Look at that. Look at those two swans. This is your card. It's harmony. Yeah, it's as though something has blossomed, and I feel as though it's now time for the two of you to come into harmony. And it says, enjoy life with music, love and romance. So Libras, if you or your divine counterpart is traveling to see each other, and it has been spoken about this week, I feel as though it's going to happen around September, October or November of this year. And I feel as though as that happens, as you both come into union, there is going to be harmony, all right? And it's as though the divine masculine is going to be shining the light, shining the way. It almost feels as if they can't wait to receive the divine feminine. And when they do meet the divine feminine, I feel as though it's going to be categorically clear that he's coming in offering absolute pure devotion, all right? This is a beautiful union that is coming in for the fall of this year. Absolutely amazing. So for me, the fall, how the seasons are in the UK, the fall would be September, October, November. I don't know why I have repeated the months 3 times. So and I've just noticed 3-3. I don't know whether or not those months are absolutely pertinent, Libra, in order for you to know that this reading is for you. I don't know. I'm just going to put that out there. But I find it, when I speak, I know that my spirit team speaks through me. So when things just pop out of my mouth, that isn't a coincidence. And I've mentioned the fall 3 times. So I don't know whether or not, maybe there's a conversation. There's going to be 3 conversations that are going to be had this week, or 3 messages or 3 pieces of communication between the two of you, that is basically maybe even making the plans, making arrangements that this action is going to happen. Possibly, I'm going to put that out there. You know your situation. And then we have, for your Crown and Wisdom message, 911. Union is in the air. Look at the union of those two swans. Union is in the air, but are you ready? Take care of any unfinished business now. And this is the crown chakra opening up. And it's really interesting because 911, I always associate with the 911 emergency calls in the US. That's a little bit too much TV for me, isn't it, really? It's like that emergency call. And I feel as though Libra, Divine Spirit Universe, is basically giving you a call of an emergency. This is urgent. Any unfinished business, I feel that you need to resolve it, okay? That I'm hoping will come out in your main reading, but it could be anything from resolving past wounds, past hurts. It could be maybe doing a bit of shadow work before the fall, okay? It could be, I don't know. Do you know something? It could be as simple as, I'm thinking real deep here. It could be as simple as getting yourself fit, because maybe you and your person are going to be getting jiggy and you don't want anything to be going croaky, okay, or achy. So you may have to, the unfinished business is maybe to get your fitness in health, your health and your fitness in order. That is the emergency, okay? Maybe as well, if you suffer from things like, high blood pressure or something, maybe that plane, that travel that you're going to be flying, which obviously the only way that I know in this current day and age is to fly by an aeroplane, it may play havoc with your blood pressure. Don't know where that's coming from, but you call it as you see it. Then we have 2211. So I feel as though the third eye chakra is definitely being revealed. Any kind of masks are being lifted, because visions in your third eye are coming in the form of telepathic waves from your twin flame, your divine counterpart. And I feel as though, Libra, whether you are the divine masculine or the divine feminine in this connection, the visions, the synchronicities, the unveiling of your third eye so that you can see very, very clearly, telepathically, what your twin flame is communicating to you, which I feel is some sort of devotion or taking the action to come towards you in the months of the fall, which is September, October, or November, is basically what is going on. Okay, you're being, your eyes, your third eye is being unveiled. And I feel that is specifically for the Libras, whether you are male or female, okay? And look at that, do you know something? And this is what, when I pulled this card out, I thought, do you know what? I can't even make it up. When I was doing the pre-shuffle to pull out the crowning messages, as soon as I saw action, I thought, oh, who's traveling to see who? And then the last card for the Crown and Wisdom message was 533, throat chakra. I feel as if somebody is going to be communicating that they are traveling to the other person. And it says here, a change in scenery may help to clear the mind. A short trip or vacation may be helpful. Okay, so I feel as though Libras, you're evidently in connection with your twin flame. You may not have met, you may not have been able to come into union for this rose to fully blossom, for a rebirth, a restart. And I'm just clearing my throat. Let me take some water. So I feel as though there might be a lot of chat between the two of you. And in order for the full blossom, for the full rebirth, the full union to come into play, to have this harmony, is there something that's going to be spoken, further talks, in order to actually meet. So sorry about that, Libra. Just taking a sip of water. I feel as though talk that has been going on. Perhaps you have not met each other, or due to the pandemic, you may not have been able to travel to one another. You could be traveling across waters. So, it could be a local flight, a local inner city flight, for example. But I feel as though this is different countries. You may have to go across the water. Okay. I feel as though whoever you are connecting with, it's as though there may be confusion, not confusion, but there may be something that whoever needs to deal with unfinished business, whatever has been spoken in the past, and now the words are being spoken of actually taking the action to physically be in each other's presence, in the same country, in the same space, literally together, physically seeing each other. I feel as though maybe one or the other one is panicking a little bit, okay? And I feel as though this vacation or this trip across the water is going to harmonize the connection. It almost feels as though, Libra, it's almost going to solidify the relationship, particularly if one person is feeling a little bit nervous, because it's all fair and well having brilliant conversations over the phone, via social platforms, FaceTiming. But you know what? Until you actually come face to face with one another, that is almost, whereas I feel that is when the light bulb moment is going to happen. That is when the rose is going to bloom. That is where there's harmony. That is where you're going to be enjoying this romantic connection. You may even go dancing. And I feel as though, as the divine masculine in this connection, Libra, offers this devotion, I feel as though there's going to be lots of dancing to music, enjoyment. It almost feels as if you're just both going to absolutely just be intrinsically connected to one another. It just feels, the vibration of these cards feels really, really positive. Okay, Libra, if this message is resonating for you, please feel free to click that thumbs up on the video and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Let's get into your main love message. My angels and spirit guides of the divine, please can you tell me, how does the twin flames of Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, look at that, divine timing. Look, oh my God, look at that. Do you know something? I cannot make that up. Now, I've just finished doing, what zodiac sign have I just finished doing? Virgo. And one of the signs, it might be Virgo, and I made the mistake of, as I was cutting the cards, my spirit team caught my eye on what was underneath, and I didn't pay attention to it. And it wasn't until I finished the whole shuffling and I was picking up the whole pack, the same card was underneath, and it revealed itself again. And it taught me a lesson that when my eyes catch the card, I am supposed to show them. So Libra, this connection, I feel as though what is being shown to you in your third eye, that the divine timing is always perfect. And actually this separation is heartbreaking for both of you. That is why the travel to one another is going to be absolutely pertinent in order to clear the air and clear the mind, that this is real. This isn't just, two people chit-chatting on the telephone or FaceTime. This is real. This is a real connection. Absolutely beautiful. All right. Okay. As above, so below, and all around me. Thank you. Wow, that was amazing. That was amazing. Yeah, that was amazing. All right. My angels and spirit guides of the divine, please, can you tell me how? Thank you. Oh, wow. Oh, my gosh. Libras, do you know something? I almost feel as if my spirit team is saying to me, Dominique, well done. You've learnt your lesson, that when we show you a card, when you're cutting, to pay attention to it, because guess what? Divine timing has come in. And look, Look, the return of the divine feminine is coming into the divine masculine, and their hand is open to receive that return, and they're going to be receiving the divine feminine with absolute devotion. How beautiful. Look at that, the timing is perfect. So if you have had a discussion, Libra, with the person that you associate as your twin flame, and you're talking about traveling to one another, or even going on vacation across the water somewhere, okay, around the months of September, October, November, guess what? Divine timing is perfect. And it is because you are part of the same tribe. You're part of the same soul tribe. And that separation that came out, look at the soul, look at the tribe. There's one that's separated from the other. Look, you remember the three I was talking about? I said the seasons 3 times. There's 3 elephants that are here. 3 elephants. So I feel as though, do you know something? I'm going to call it maybe this perfect timing of you two coming together is because you're supposed to give birth. Maybe one of you is actually supposed to have a child. Because look, you've got 2 here. Almost looks like two parents looking over a child, or it could be that the child hasn't come into fruition yet, hasn't been born. It's as though you are both from the same, cut from the same cloth. Well, evidently your souls are the same. You both shared the same souls. And again, look at the water here. It's as though the 2 of you coming together, the purpose may be to give birth to a tribe, for it to be the 3 of you, a child, the divine masculine and the divine feminine, and the divine timing is at play here. And the divine masculine in this connection has got their arms open out, waiting for the return of the divine feminine to them, and they are coming in with absolute devotion. Oh wow, beautiful. Thank you. Oh, look at that. Look at that. 5th dimension, Libra, you and your counterpart are communicating with each other on the 5D, okay? Visions in your 3rd eye are coming in form of telepathic waves from your twin flame. They are communicating with you on the 5D. All right, let's continue. My angels and spirit, thank you. Oh, union. Libra. I cannot have made up this reading, even if I tried. Amazing. Okay, so Libra, this is what we've got. On the left-hand side, we've got the divine masculine energy. On the right-hand side, we have got the divine feminine energy. I feel as though the devotion is coming in from the divine masculine, waiting for the return of their divine feminine. I feel as though you guys may, do you know, another way that this may look like, I'm reading, there may be a family connection between the 2 of you, okay? But I feel as though one of you feels a little bit, is separate. One of you is separate. It's depicting that you're separate, okay? And I feel as though that is, it's almost kind of, it's heartbreaking. It may even be heartbreaking for the divine masculine, which is why they are trying to shine the light to draw in their divine feminine. And with divine timing, absolutely, visions, telepathic, divine spirit universe is absolutely orchestrating this connection for sure. And I feel as though they're just letting us know divine timing is always perfect. So the time for you to both come into union is going to be the fall months of September, October, November of 2021. The divine feminine side, I feel as though the divine feminine is most definitely picking up the divine masculine on the 5D, may even be feeling the separation that we saw when I cut those cards, feeling as if the divine masculine will receive them with love, with devotion, because they may have communicated that telepathically in the 5D. Because in the 5D, Libras, in spiritually, you and your twin flame are already in union. It almost feels as though what's going on now, by traveling to one another, taking that trip, clearing the mind, okay, clearing up the situation. Are you truly my twin flame? This is all about bringing the connection and the union that you have in the 5D into reality, into the 3D. So Libras, you are, those that I'm reading for anyway, you are connecting with your twin flame. You have met your twin flame, yeah, and you are already in union spiritually. Oh my gosh, that is so amazing. Let's have a look at your thank you clarifications. So we have the 8 of Swords. So I feel as though that the divine masculine is in this mental torture. Okay, thank you. Over communication. That the divine, it may even be the divine feminine that has said to the divine masculine, actually, I'm hopping on a plane and I'm coming to see you. Or actually, do you know what, we need to go away because we need to talk. Okay, and I feel as though the divine masculine is really thinking about this, possibly even over analyzing. Okay, but this is their own mental torture. If they remove that mask or scarf or whatever it is around their eyes, around their wrists, they will realize that they're not trapped. Yeah, they're not imprisoned. They can break out of that mental torture, but they may have to work on that, okay? And look, I feel there is the divine masculine energy coming in, firm, strong, grounded, balanced, spiritual. Whatever this mental torture that they're that's going on with them around communication, because one feels separate from the other. Okay, it feels as though they're going to come in, they're going to come round. It may take a bit of time, but I feel as if they're going to realize that it is divine timing. Or Libra divine feminines, the divine feminine in this connection will realize that they've got to give the divine masculine time to process the fact that actually you're going to come into union. All right, it's going to take them time. And look, here they pop up again. They have got absolute unconditional love for the divine feminine. Absolute divine. Divine timing is always perfect. And I feel that love is absolutely unconditional. Absolutely unconditional. They may not be speaking it, but they're feeling it. And thank you. And look at that. With the 7 of wands, I feel as if the divine masculine, after they kind of go through a bit of a shock that actually the divine feminine is going to travel to them or wants to go on this vacation to have some conversations. It could even be 3 conversations that are being had this week with regards to the action of either going on vacation or one of you traveling to another. I feel once they've got over that shock that actually they're going to actually meet their divine feminine that they love, okay, they're going to fight. They are going to fight for this connection. And it almost feels as if they're putting out their hands saying, return to me now, return, okay? Let's continue. My angels, thank you. And we've got the Page of Swords. I feel as though it's the divine, do you know something, Libra? I feel as though it is the divine feminine that has said, look, divine masculine, I'm hopping on a plane and I'm coming to see you, or let's go away because we need to have a talk. I feel as though that the divine masculine, because they're in this mental torture with the 7 of Swords, almost a little bit kind of shocked. don't really know how to react to it. They may have gone a bit quiet, or they may go a bit quiet this week, Libra. The divine feminine is going to be watching, spying very closely, waiting to find out if the divine masculine is going to really fight for this connection and really does want to return to them. That's what I feel, because they've already discussed it in the 5D telepathically. And then we've got magician. Yeah, the divine feminine is wishing, hoping, praying that what conversations telepathically they may have had in the 5D, that they're at the stage now where union can happen, and they can actually come into union in this lifetime on this earth right here and now. And oh my gosh, the Wheel of Fortune. So this is divinely guided. Divine timing is always perfect. The Wheel of Fortune has come in to say this is meant to happen in the way that it's supposed to happen. And look at that. We've got the 7 of Cups. I feel as though there could be misunderstanding, miscommunication over whatever is discussed about action to travel to either one. I think it is the divine feminine saying to the divine masculine, I'm getting on a plane and traveling. And I feel as if it shocked them a little bit. They weren't expecting you to actually take that proactive action, Libra divine feminines, to come towards them. And I feel as though it has left a bit of misunderstanding, miscommunication over this union. All right, actually coming into union. Let's see what the last card is. Thank you. Yes, look. The divine feminine certainly wants to build a future with the divine masculine. This 7 of Cups also could represent choices. The divine feminine may be making a very firm choice that she wants to build a future and come into union and build a future with the divine masculine. If this is, if you're resonating with misunderstandings, miscommunication, I feel as though somewhere along the line with whatever is being discussed, the divine feminine is picking up that there's been some kind of misunderstanding, miscommunication as to whether or not they really want to build a future with the divine masculine. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Let's have a look and see what you're... I almost feel like I want to pull another card. I feel like I want to pull another... Let me just pull one more card. Can you give me one more in-depth... Thank you. Yes, look at that. Change, metamorphosis. So I feel as though, Libra, what is coming in is that this... misunderstanding or miscommunication is going to change. So yeah, it could be both. It could be that the divine feminine is choosing to build a future and come into union with the divine masculine. It also can represent that there is confusion, okay, and misunderstanding as to whether or not the divine feminine is truly coming into union and truly does want to build a future with the divine masculine. So the divine masculine might be getting confused, thinking, I don't know whether or not, look at that conclusion. This could result in marriage, Libra. I almost feel as though the divine masculine may be a bit confused. He may not have even taken it seriously that the divine feminine wants to build a future with them, okay? And by the divine feminine coming into union, whatever they're communicating on the 5D, I feel as though there's been some sort of guidance telepathically that change needs to happen. If the divine feminine is picking up that the divine masculine is unsure whether they want to build a future with them, that misunderstanding is going to change. That's why this travel is coming in, because that misunderstanding needs to change, because I feel as if the divine feminine is absolutely 100% choosing to build a future with the divine masculine. Let's have a look at that. First advice card, addiction. And addiction is affecting this relationship. Now, the addiction could be anything, Libra. The thing that just literally came into my mind intuitively was work. So whether or not the divine masculine is addicted to work, a bit of a workaholic, that is what is perhaps affecting this relationship, which is why when the travel happens and you both come into union, they're going to be very, very clear to say that they are devoted to you. They're not, you know, yeah, work is busy. They could be starting a new business or something, a new venture. But I feel as if when you guys come into actual union, it will all be about the divine feminine. I feel as if they're going to wine and dine the divine feminine. Let's continue. Yeah, look at that. Finances. Financial challenges are affecting the connection. I feel as if the divine masculine may have started their own business or something. And at the moment, their focus is on building their finances. And maybe that's why they haven't, they're okay with the little bit of chit chat over, you know, WhatsApp or whatever social media or FaceTiming or telephone calls. They're quite happy with that because then they can put that down and then they can go off and continue with their workaholic self to build their finances, build their money. But it also could represent that they may see the divine feminine as a little bit more wealthy than them, and they just want to make sure that they have enough finances to hold their own, so that the divine feminine doesn't feel that she is coming in to support the divine masculine. I feel as though this is very much a masculine energy, very protective, wants their divine feminine. And I almost feel as if they want to, you know, wine and dine, you know, the divine feminine and all of that. Come on, guys, it takes money. It does take money. It doesn't grow on trees. All right, so maybe receiving the news, and maybe that's what this panic is. It's like, oh my gosh, my divine feminine is coming to see me. You know, I need to get the house sorted. That might be the take care of unfinished business. So they might have to do some work on the house. They may have to get their finances in order, because when you guys come into union, I feel as if they almost want to devote their time to you. And look at that. On the divine feminine side, chemistry, the attraction you feel is mutual. So divine feminines in this connection, if you're resonating, I feel as though don't doubt this connection, because what you're feeling, whatever you have communicated in the 5D, you know that you are both in union in the 5D, and it's time to bring it into the 3D. The chemistry that you both feel, it is mutual, okay? You're both on the same page. I just feel that this person, the divine masculine, almost wants to get their finances in order. They may be addicted to getting that sorted out in order to kind of, you know, show you a good time when you come on that plane to them, or vice versa. And then we've got retreat. Time alone or in nature will help you recharge. Absolutely. So divine feminines, as you go through this process of, I don't know, you know, if your divine masculine goes a little bit quiet after communication of coming together, you know, you may even get a bit panicky, okay? And I feel as if you're being guided, to know the attraction is mutual. They're on the same page as you. And maybe to just rest that monkey mind, go and retreat, spend some time alone, do some meditation, connect with your higher self. Don't allow any kind of silent phases until the action is taken to actually come together or travel to one another. If there are pockets of silence, don't allow that to play on your mind, divine feminines, okay? Because I feel as if the divine masculine almost feels as if their unfinished business is just getting things in order, okay, in readiness to receive you. All right, okay, if that is resonating, Libra, please feel free to click that thumbs up button on the video, and also click subscribe if you haven't done so already. Until next time, I'm sending you loads and loads of love, peace and light. You take care. Bye bye.